Hey, welcome to the channel. My name's James. I make videos on creativity and tech and how those two things kind of meet and the outcome of that. And today we're doing just a really quick video covering 5 Mac apps that I use on a daily basis that have made my life a lot easier, made productivity and work a lot faster and a lot more enjoyable. So yeah, let's get into it. The first app is called AirBar. Now if you own AirPods, Apple's wireless earpods here, you know how easy they are to connect to an iPhone. The pairing is incredibly simple. You just tap on the icon, they're connected, you start listening, you're done. You don't need to be going to Bluetooth settings and playing around with connections and pairing and unpairing. It's really, really easy. But it does get more complicated when you get to the Mac, and if you want to move between the iPhone and the Mac and back and forth, you do need to go into settings, find the AirPods, pair, wait for them to pair. It's a little bit annoying. AirBar solves that. So this is how it works, this is what it looks like. It's a super simple website, just a download button here with info on what the app does. And this is how it looks when it's installed. You see this little icon in the top taskbar of my window here, these kind of pushed back AirPods. If I click that here, and I have my AirPods open, they'll turn black. They're connected, that's it, you're done. You're now connected to your Mac. Same thing, click them again, and they will unpair, and you can then pair them to your phone. That's incredibly easy, incredibly simple. So much easier than the way Apple have built it. So I feel like this is something they should have done themselves, but it's a fantastic app. Definitely worth using. The second app is called Paste. Now it's a clipboard manager, and I know a lot of these exist. This is just the one that I've found is the nicest to use, with the nicest visually led interface. This is the website here, pasteapp.me, your personal clipboard time machine. And they just kind of go through all the features here, but I'm going to show you the features here, so let's have a quick look. You set a keyboard shortcut to access this. So everything you copy while you're using your Mac gets stored in this kind of tile interface down the bottom. So if I go, I think I have mine set to Command-Shift-C, it brings up this bar down the bottom here, and this is my entire clipboard history. Now this does a couple of really cool formatting things. Have a look here. First of all, you can see at the top of each card, it has what format this copied element is. So we have a link, text, 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 a link, a color. It really formats it really nicely. Now next to the name of what the format of the saved element is actually the icon of the application where you save that element. So we've got Safari, we've got Notion, Chrome, Finder, Photoshop, and this Photoshop one here, we can actually see it gives us the color of this hex code. So it does a lot to visually format everything that you are copying and saving on your computer. And you can just scroll through and see everything that you've saved really. It's great for getting back to something you copied, overwrote it, and you want to go back to it and copy that again. And copying again is as easy as just, double clicking it. It's copied, you can paste it somewhere else. Super easy. Now our third app is for any designers or developers or illustrators, anyone who works with color. It's going to make your life a lot easier. It's called Sip, and it's similar to Paste in that it helps you save elements and copy elements, but this is purely for colors. This is their website here. Better way to collect, organize, and share your colors. Now, the things I use it for mainly, this here. It's a universal color picker, so I can go onto any website, shows me the hex code of that particular color. I can grab that color just by clicking on it, makes a little ding, and then up the top here, it saves it to my color history, and I can retrieve that and paste it and use it in other applications. As I choose a color as well, it also copies it, so you can see we now have our hex code of that pinkish red we saved in our Paste app, so we can then paste that straight into Photoshop or Sketch or Figma or whatever you use to design and create. And then you can create custom palettes as well, like you see here, and you can then stick those palettes to the side of your screen, which is what I have here, which is just their default palette right now, your first palette. So you can collect 5 or 6 colors, the colors you would use, say, in your work for a particular client that you're always accessing, and then while you're working in Photoshop, you can just jump to the side, click that pink or that purple, it's copied, and then you can stick it straight into Photoshop or Sketch or wherever you're working. Really good pasteboard manager just for colors. Our fourth app is called Gifski, and it is the nicest way I've found to quickly create GIFs that you can customize as you're creating them from video files. Now, if you've tried to create GIFs before, mucking around in Photoshop and you're doing frame-by-frame animation, exporting, making sure it's not too large a file, it's a bit of a headache. I create GIFs almost every day of process sketches on one of the websites I run called DrawKit, and it is a headache. Well, it was a headache until I started using Gifski. I'll show you how it works. This is the website here. It really just does a bit of an explanation of how it all works in the behind the scenes. But for what we want to use it for, this is what all you really need to do. So this is a video file I recorded on my phone just a couple of minutes ago. And this is how you would then create a GIF with it. You just drag it down onto the GIF icon. It'll open up and give you a whole bunch of options for customizing and tweaking it. So I'm going to say I want the dimensions to be 480 by 270. And you'll see as we change that, it adjusts the estimated size on the bottom right here. We can then change the frames per second, bring it down a little bit or bring it up, increase the quality, decrease the quality, and we can even trim this video before we make it a GIF. So I might cut out the first second before I'm not waving. I'll keep the ending in, and then you hit convert. Starts turning that movie file into a GIF file. It's that easy. It's super simple and a beautiful interface while you're using it. And there you go. You choose where to save it. I'll save that on my desktop. And then, here we go. We have a GIF. Now the previous 4 apps we've looked at have really helped with productivity. They're really useful apps and they make workflow and everyday work a lot easier. This last one is just a little bit more fun, but you arguably could be using it at work or when you should be working. It's called Netflix Hangouts. And what it does, it lets you watch Netflix disguised in a Google Hangouts call. Have a look here. This is the best way to explain it. On their website, you've got, Netflix playing here as it normally does. And then it puts 3 dummy people you're talking to as if you're on Hangouts. It mimics the whole Hangouts interface as if you're all having a big conversation. But one of those is just Netflix. So depending on what you're watching, I assume this wouldn't really work if you're watching, I don't know, Lord of the Rings or Star Wars or something that's not really an office vibe. But I just thought it was a really clever idea, really fun idea. And I reckon it'd probably work. You get away with that. Yeah. And that's it. Just a really quick video going through 5 Mac apps that I've used in the past or used today that have made my life easier. I'll have links to all of these in the description below. And if you like videos like this around kind of geekiness, creativity, tech, that whole mixed bag of interests, hit subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.